to MS4. Today it is very sunny in Los Angeles, there might be a little more shadow. I'm not closing the blinds because I'm trying to not kill my plants. They were being rehabilitated in the window. Already have my base on. I'm gonna do a quick floof of the Lawless powder, and I got the Merit lipstick trio in, so we're gonna talk about that. Anyway, floofing, commencing floofing. Check out my pan. Ugh. Now, let's see if I can walk and chew gum at the same time. So I ended up, and if you were watching, I was not going to do a Sephora sale video because there was only one thing that I was going to pick up at Sephora, which was the Merit lipstick trio for holiday. Now I've tried the Merit blushes. For some reason I had a little bit of reaction to the blushes. I'm not sure why, because I don't think they necessarily have ingredients that people are normally affected by, but I think it's possible there's something, you know, in the emollients that just, my skin's a little sensitive, so maybe that. But anyway, I fell in love with the lipsticks, and this trio, it comes, you know, it's easy to gift, like if you wanted to gift someone the box, and you could hang it off the stockings, or whatever you wanted to do, you could gift it. But anyway, so this is where we are. The funny thing was I did not end up getting it from Sephora. Long story long. I'm going to try on the lipsticks first because I want to see which lipsticks I'm wearing today. So I'm on a little bit of a low buy, just because of the fact that I am not having a job at this current moment. So this is de jour. We're going to try it on first. These are 3 different formulas, by the way. So I was like, well, I'm Rouge, you know, we're gonna get the first crack at things, no problem. But it just so happened, you know, like financial wise with my budget, I needed to wait until the Monday after the sale started. Well, in that time, because I'm trying not to put makeup on credit cards right now. So in that time, it all sold out online to ship it. So, and it wasn't anywhere near me. So I'm like, well, okay, maybe it'll come back in stock. And so, okay, so this is a lip blush. Has the same kind of feel pretty much as their, well, it's close, to the feel of the matte. So that's pretty. It's a very light pinky sort of look. Okay, we're gonna remove that and go to the next one. So anyway, so then I looked to see, it's not in any of the in stores around me, but it's in a store about 12 miles away, and I could do a buy online pickup in store. And it's like the joke that's not a joke about LA is that LA is 1 hour from LA. Like anywhere you want to go in LA takes an hour, no matter how many miles, whatever. So I was like, well, big gas, I'd be spending gas to go get this, and what's my savings and my time, is it worth anything? And then I have to figure out, you know, all these things. So finally I'm just like, you know, I did the math, I'm not saving that much, but I really want this set. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna order it from the Merit site. I'm not gonna save any money, but I'm gonna order it and I'm gonna have it because this is something that I do want. So I'm okay paying full price. So I ordered it, received it yesterday. Very excited about that. But it was funny because right after the sale stopped, Sephora got more in stock. So anyway, long story, not really short, I wanted this enough to pay full price for it, and I did. Okay, now this is in the matte formula, and this is like a berry red. the shade Black Tie. I like that. This is not the look today to wear this with, probably, but I like that. That's nice. Okay, so more, rather than a bright red, more of a berry color. So you've almost got mauvey berry, but it has a little more red in it. And depending on people's lightings that have been doing videos on this, some of them will look more red, like an orangey red, and some will look more like a bluish, more mauvey red. I think this is a berry red. Now maybe if you tapped it down, it would be less so. Let me just. So there would be kind of the, that's pretty, yeah. I think I'm gonna really like these. Okay, and then the last one is in the satin formula. Get out of the box. And it is Bespoke. I love that word, bespoke. It's lovely. They do have in the trio of blushes, of their blush balms, a bespoke color also. And this has a little bit of sheen to it. It's creamy. It's their signature formula. Okay. So Bespoke is kind of in that sort of light to medium caramel, sort of with a little hint of a mauviness to it, just a hint. Probably I'm wearing my Myricks Berries dress. I don't know if you can see that. I switched up my filming here just a minute ago, and when I was playing with the lights. So anyway, we'll do that. But I think probably the lip blush would be the closest color to this. Okay, we'll do our makeup and then we'll see. Maybe we'll take it off and do the lip blush. All right, now for the excitement. That wasn't the excitement, I guess. I am not doing any bronzing today. I'm just going to do blush. So this is, and this color is, I think, It Girl. Yeah. From Danessa Myricks. So we're gonna apply some of that. Take my glasses off again, my spectacles. So, what I've been thinking about, my partner's been dealing with the fact that, so he came up in camera in a time where there wasn't a lot of social media, and basically the old school guys are like, and they were guys for the most part. There were some women, but not necessarily a lot. And most of them were of the opinion that, you know, you don't brag about what you've done, and you just let your work speak for itself. And anybody that's really in the know knows you and knows what you've done. So you know, that sort of thing. But a lot of the people coming in now are in the, you know, you gotta put it out there. You gotta have your Insta. You gotta do your pictures. You gotta, you know, tag all the people that you worked with, and, you know, hashtag blessed, and that sort of thing. And he's struggling with that because it's really not him. He is not that guy. And so it just kind of feels gross to him to see a lot of the self-promotion. And I laugh because my friend Susan used to call it the shameless self-promotion. I'd be very proud of it. She was like, that's my shameless self-promotion. And so I think about that too, because I struggle with that as well, as when to shout it from the rooftops that you've done something that you're proud of, or you want everybody to know, or to put yourself forward, and to hang back and be humble and just let maybe your work speak for itself. It's hard to know what's right because a lot of people do really well with the shameless self-promotion. And, you know, depends on how good you're at it and how comfortable you are at it. So I'm going to follow it up with the Lowlighter from Danessa. This is the Unbothered. So anyway, that's what's going on, is trying to figure out, you know, some people do the humble brag, where it's, you know, that's kind of where that hashtag blessed comes in. You know, they're like, they are feeling blessed, I'm sure they are, but it's really about the whole, I had one woman, she was officiating a wedding, is what she was doing. But she actually said, and I think the problem was she might have been somewhat self-aware about it, but maybe not as much as she might have decided to be, since she was officiating somebody else's wedding. But she said, you know, thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about myself, is what she said as she was officiating a wedding. So like, I don't want to be that girl. I want to be the it girl, but not that girl. So, you know, we struggle with that. And I think about, you know, you got all the humble brags, but in Ted Lasso, you had the conversation between Keely and Rebecca. Rebecca was all like, you know, you shouldn't have to tell people like that, you know, that what you're doing and how good you are. And Keely's like, no, that's how it used to be, but it's not that way anymore. You know, you've got to put it out there. And I think some of us should brag a little more, and some of us should brag a little less. And it's maybe hard to know where you're at. Because I know a lot of people, you know, put themselves out there, really sell the sizzle, and some of them can back them up, and some can't. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm using the Oden's Jewels and Gems palette. I did a really pretty look yesterday with the purples in this. And I know they just put out their new Christmas palettes. I'm not really interested in any of the color stories of that, and I really love the color stories that were in their first set of Christmas palettes. There's individual colors in that I still run back to because I love the colors. Today we're going to do greens, is what we're looking at. So I think this right here, they've got this kind of a green and then the shimmer, and then this is a multi-color. It's got a lot of different stuff. We're gonna play. We're gonna play. So let's go fluffy with this shade right here, and then we'll need to deepen it up with something else, which is probably the blue, is my guess. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so I'm working on putting together a pitch video for a new project that I am working on. And really trying to come to terms with how much am I going to be shouting from the rooftops, and how much I'm trying to just play it cool. So that's undecided yet. I'm bringing this under the eyes as well. Going to the holidays, I'm trying to think of other things. Like I said, the Oden's Eye launch didn't really speak to me. Okay, let's swatch this color. Now this is just a topper, it feels like. Yeah, I don't even know if you're gonna see the swatch. So that's okay. So maybe, and then let's swatch some of our other choices. Now this is a shifty one. And it's very bright too. It's shifty. Okay, and then let's Let's see with this one. It's a little more in the gunmetal-y gray. It does have a green cast to it. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get a good swatch for you to see. Okay, so I think you'll be able to see this one in the center there. So I think we'll use that one. This other one is a little brighter, but this has more of a little grungy bright, and a more greenish, and the other is more shifty. Maybe we'll put the shifty one in the corner. Let's play. Okay, so I'm going to be using the same finger that I swatched with, since it's already got product on it. Just bringing that up across the movable lid and into the crease a little bit. Okay. All right, and moving to the other eye. They always used to say, like, if you're putting on eye cream, to use this finger, your ring finger, just because it was less powerful and you're pulling on your eyes. I just think if you're careful, you should be okay. So if you have any thoughts about the whole humble brag versus shameless self-promotion, feel free to comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Okay, so there's that. So that's, I could line that, and then let's line it and then use that other shade for inner corner. Okay. Very exciting. All right, let's see, that's the fluffy brush. Okay, here's what we can use for liner. All right, so I think, see, we could do this, the more deep berry. We could do this color here, the deep blue. Maybe we'll do that. I'll do that. I love these kind of stormy ocean colors. Those are some of my favorites in the different palettes of Oden's Eye. Okay, so we're gonna go for the deep blue though. Going for the blue. This is a Sigma. It's one of the packing brushes from the Beauty and the Beast collection. Don't ask me what number it is. I don't know. I could look, but I'm not going to. I'm being feisty today, apparently. I did see a quote that I thought was both inspiring and depressive. Lessing, maybe, was the person. I'd have to see who the person was that said it. If I can remember, I'll put that in the comments. Not the comments, but the description box. But she said, do what you're meant to be doing now. The odds are always against you. So it's like, well, damn it. The odds are always against you, but you might as well do it then anyway, because do it now. Don't wait, because it's always going to be hard. So I was trying to get my mind okay about that. It's like, well, it's always gonna be hard, so you might as well. I'm gonna try and use a flat liner brush to actually put that other color in, because I think I want to be able to flatten it, but have a pretty firm. So we're gonna see what this looks like. Here we go. maybe that's going to be too shifty for our, just put it, hard to know sometimes. That's the one thing about having too many palettes or having a lot of palettes, is that maybe you're not with the palette all the time to know exactly what your palette can do, especially when they have super shifty colors. Okay, so I think I like that, but I think it needs this is a pinky white. So we're gonna try that. Okay, it's very flaky. So I'm gonna try and be careful. Where my mind is today, I'm suddenly back in the cantina in Star Wars. I'll be careful, you'll be dead. I don't think that we're talking about makeup palettes at all. Okay. All right, so I think, all right, so we're gonna put some mascara on. I don't know, this is a pretty dark eye for a darker lip, so I do think we're gonna go back and change the lip, but let's get mascara on first. Back to the Better Than Sex mascara. So I think probably going with a brighter lip might be a good strategy. Tell you what though, I'm gonna be so proud of myself when I wash my brushes. I got all of them corralled, waiting now, so that whole, when you're thinking about doing something, you have your pre-work, you know, you're just thinking about it, and then you kind of prepare for it, and then you finally do it. I'm in the kind of prepared for it, so I'm trying to help myself along with the I'll be so proud of myself when I clean my brushes. Okay, so there's the eye look. I don't know if you can see the shift of that inner corner one that we put on, so not sure. But anyway, I'm going to remove some of this lip because we're going to put the lighter shade on. And let me get my glasses on, my spectacles. Ah, there you are. Okay, so let's take this off. And this is my cleaning cloth from the Vintage Cosmetics Company. I just have this random flake of glitter there. What a day, what a day. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the lip blush, the De Jour. Now also, this would be a great day for a Lisa Eldridge, one of her bright electric kind of. I think this is a little glides more of a formula than the Total Matte one. And perhaps that's more silicone. And probably, let's see if we do a little liner. That's the only thing with this. This would be perfect for that no makeup look. So let's. Okay, I think it gave us a little bit. Again, I think maybe one of the Lisa Eldridge ones might be a good a good fit for today. We'll wear the Merit. This feels really nice, by the way. Okay, let me know your thoughts on the Shameless self-promotion, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.